Good evening and welcome everyone to N Simplex Pachinko. This is Obi-Wan Pez. We are going to be playing some Obra Dinn tonight, hopefully finishing the final chapter or getting close or something. I feel like that's way too high. Yeah. Or something. Alright, so I just popped it down to like lose 20 decibels. We'll see how that goes. Oh, you know what? I just turned it up in my ear. That's the problem. Alright, so we'll turn it down in the master. Alright, I think that's probably good. So I turned down a bit for you all, but we'll see how that goes. Plateland, you struggle coding in the binary tree. Yeah. I think most people struggle with binary trees at various points. I have not done a huge amount of programming, but I do know more or less what you're talking about. Can you speak about your application that you're trying to do right now? We're gonna alter this again. This is just down by 12%. Okay. And then got Pretzel's already down really far. Whatever. We'll try that. Okay. So, back to the Obra Dinn. We need to figure out these last third of the people who are here. And we also need to make sure that we're in QWERTY instead of Dvorak, because goodness knows. We still don't know what happened to Martin Parrot, but that's because he left the ship. Or did he? Yes, right. He left the ship during, or died during the bargain. So, we don't have any information on him as far as what the end of his life was, or the end of his trip here on Obra Dinn. We've already got all these people. Duncan McKay, the purser, left on the ship, or left on the dinghy with Emily Jackson, Miss Jane Bird. That was my code here. They're alive in the Azores means that they left the ship. Alright, Paul Moss, we're pretty sure was killed with a sword by some unknown topman. You Escape Part 2. Right, the tattooed guy. At least I think so. Yeah. Okay. Doll, Captain Steward, was tossed into the lazarette with one of the beasts. So, good chance he got torn in half or something, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. We unfortunately won't know anything about that particular one. Alright, so then alive in the Azores, the fourth mate steward Davy James was also on that boat, so he's alive in the Azores. Timothy Butemont. He's not French. Alright, we don't know who he is. Yay! We know he's a topman. Maybe it's him. It's not him. Right, because we got a bunch of people who are figured out. And we got these three guys who are from China. We're also topmen. We got England, New Guinea, and England. We got two seamen from Russia, who are the two guys who are at the table downstairs. So we know. Probably these two guys. Oops. Nope. Can't be him because we already got him. It can't be with these guys because those are the brothers. Okay, so there is a Russian guy somewhere besides, I suspect he is one of the Russians. But that could also just be me. Nathan Peter is alive in the Azores. Totally. Manfred Rajub, Abraham Akbar, William Wasim. We need to figure out which three. These guys are from India. We know that it's, let's see. I think he was one. He might be another. And he's probably the third. Sierra Leone. Amadou Diom. Algorithm's pretty rough. Okay, so we got two of the riflemen that we still need to figure out. Because these other two guys are already figured out, and I think they're both seamen. Again, these guys are topmen, and likely from China. With the near, well, at least this guy anyway. With the near sort of robe that they've got on. Patrick O'Hagan was drowned by a beast. He was one of the guys that was taken over at 6, the calling. Yeah. This unknown soul, again, probably a Russian. They're the only two. Okay, cool. I'm gonna look up. Okay, Lascars would normally lodge in British ports between voyages. Some settled in port towns and cities in Britain, often because of restrictions such as the Navigation Act, or being due to stranded as suffering as well as suffering ill treatment. East India Company employed Asian seamen known as Lascars. So, the word Lascar means an Indian sailor, according to Merriam-Webster. So, probably can trust that. We'll see. Well, that's not really surprising. We already knew that this guy was probably from India. So that's just verifying. Okay. George Shirley, we don't even know who he is. Alexander Booth. No. Madhu Diom. Oops. Right. Okay. Well, start going through, I guess, and figure out who else we don't have. We already know. Ah. Right. So these two guys were downstairs when all of this was going on, and they were the ones that moved the body? In which case, did the stowaway have the sickness? I think that must be the case. Alright, let's go downstairs. And then this is in the front. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, let's go to the hold. Let's double check this. This is that guy, and he left. He gets crushed by the falling debris. That is again Samuel Peters. His brother's watching from up above. Nope, that's not him. That's Lars. This guy, we still don't know who he is. So Hagen. At least we think. That should be Brennan. Eh. Thanks, I hate it. There we go. Yeah, that's Brennan. Saeed. Here's the other guy, we don't know his name. Well, really was hoping. Like a second after. So he's still falling backward. He's still turning around. These guys have only just noticed what happened. Brennan is moving. Linda is noticeably upset after all. Oh, come on. Let me up. Why? Oh, might be stuck. The closest ones, but still. But if they think they picked it up the Indian sailor's house. Hello, how's it going? So how's it going? Oh, no wait. No, that's the thing I forgot. Right, because we don't know who this is. We're pretty sure we know, like, at least approximately who. But, Arg. Errorbane. It's Errorbane. I don't think I've heard of that one. Alright, so we're not going to be able to read this. This is possibly a... I have no idea what that is. But it's an X. What is an X doing there? Alright, so 51, 53, 54. Okay, can we eliminate that just out of process of elimination? So, crew India is either, okay, 27, ship steward is somewhere else, or 51, 52, 53, 54. So we got 51, we got 53, we got 54. So this guy should be 52. Should be 52. Abraham Akbar. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and assume. So, if we're right about him, come on now. let's follow William Wassim. That's not where I want to go. I can't do it, huh? Without knowing what his face is. Okay. Alright. 53. It's gonna be this guy. William Wassim. And then 51. There we go. All right. One of them was blown up by the cannon. So that was on the Doom. Right, so this is when the beast grabbed the cannon and then pulled it. He got crushed behind the cannon. This guy was blown apart. So, like, I didn't even know where his body went. So it's possible that he was literally blown apart, or it's just possible that he, like, got hit and killed and flew off the ship. Don't know. Either way, I still don't really know who he is. Alright, so this is wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the gunner, or the gunner's mate, whichever one it was actually in front of the cannon when it went off. This guy was off slightly to the side of the cannon, or maybe directly in front of it, I can't remember. Alright, let's do the calling one more time, because we gotta figure out who this guy, who's clearly not Patrick O'Hagan, is. And I think this guy also speaks Russian, so... Or, yeah, I think this guy speaks Russian. So we want to go to her corpse and then back up. gets speared by a beast. So who is he?
Something there! I see it! Give us a weapon! Shoot it! My kid eye! Pick up the oars and row, you fools!
He gets speared. He gets speared. So the guy gets pulled overboard. Yeah. Drowned by a terrible beast, right? Because they were grabbed and dragged over, as far as I know.
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded up myself.
Good. Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
Shoot ya! You want trouble! 那是一爱怪不出现，你绝對賣起來。Aye, shut it up. This is strange things about monsters.
So, I search, I can load it on myself, is Irish, so that's probably O'Hagan. So, plus the stewards are Galligan. Stewart Galligan, Ireland. Okay, so he's yeah. So the guy behind him is tied up. That is the passenger from Formosa, Itbengtia, who yeah. There's a lot. Basically, they had like a trial for their colleague who allegedly killed somebody. Yes. allegedly kill somebody, but it wasn't actually him. So they bring him back to the ship, or when they're on the ship, they do this little trial. It's a total kangaroo court. The second mate is actually guilty of the murder, but no, very much not. So once you eventually start unlocking more of them, then you're able to say, ah, well, here's how these are connected. You can get them in order. You can play them in order, as long as you have the correct series of events in your stuff. Alright, so Samuel Gilligan, the Irishman, second mate steward, is this guy, and we heard him talking very closely. Yeah, they totally pinned it on him. He's not here. He was set on a firing line and murdered. Then they steal the Formosan's chest, which they just said they have to make sure that it doesn't fall into the water. Really? Okay. They just said they had can't fall into the water. Yeah. Nunzio Pasqua was knifed by Edward Nichols, the second mate. Hong Suk Lao was shot as a part of the firing line. It says, you know, by Henry Brennan, but it doesn't matter. Or, well, it might matter based on, like, irony. But, okay, then... I don't know why this guy would have been shot. So this guy's shot because they're deciding to push the Formosans onto. Okay, I think it's dead of night. They're sneaking them onto the ship. But why? Bunch of people grab the Formosans, throw them on the boat. Hong Suk Lao is dead. Yipeng Xia and Bunam Nim are thrown onto the dinghy, and they're going to be taken out to sea with the second mate, that scumbag right there, who again actually did the murders, and a few other people, right? Samuel Gilligan, the second mate steward, this seaman here, this seaman here. One of them is O'Hagan. And I think the other one got speared in the neck, so that's not, I don't think that's O'Hagan. Okay. Of course, due east to reach the Canaries in 3 days. Have you back to the stores? I source, check and load them myself. That's the steward. Good, stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we have no chance against the Obra Dinn. Miss Lim, are you right? That's Yipeng Xia. Yes, I'm okay, but the chest, it must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. I shut it up. And then a different guy from China, or one of the top men from China says they say strange things about monsters, and then gets a spear through the chest. Oops. Okay. So a Russian guy says, Mother of God. And then they say, keep rowing. They're here, bang the chest. Where is it? There, something's there. I see. Give us a weapon. And then, yeah, so they gave him the spear. Just let him stay down. Pick up the oars and row, you fools. So that's gonna be the second mate. But this guy, give us a weapon. Right, he's just a seaman? Yeah. mean, I guess he could be a topman as well, but I just find it less likely. The seamen are the ones who are the, you know, better rowers and do physical work, so they're usually the ones. What else is he in? Okay, so murder, calling. Bitter cold. I don't think I really looked at it too closely. And then loose cargo as well. He is rolling the barrel, I think. Okay. O'Hagan, you still breathing? Can you row? She screams help. He says, Nichols, sir, shoot them for God's sake. And that is... okay. I think I might have screwed it up by going to the first one. Because now nobody else is dead and I can't check them. So, like, that might be O'Hagan. No. Pretty sure he's still the Russian. The O'Hagan's gonna be over there. So it's either the guy with the pipe, which I think is O'Hagan, but it can't be, or this guy. So let's change this to O'Hagan. Alright, we'll get the guy with the pipe later, I guess. Go back. This is our second mate, Edward Nichols, who's now basically left alone. Bang is dying of burning. His hand is on fire. Barely. They get blasted by that thing. to be a better way to figure that out.
Keep rowing!
Where is it? There! Something there!
I see it!
Give us a weapon!
It's around that point.
Pick up the oars
So
and
she's tied up also at this exact moment. It's in number 3. The next one. So it's in number 3, the next one, when he disappears. When she gets strangled. It's talking about something completely different. Cool. Yep, right in the neck. There's something about the tattoos that I'm supposed to be getting here. Yeah, seriously. I'm willing to bet that this guy's supposed to be New Guinea. Maba. And that this is supposed to be a, signal of being from another land. So rather than being English or Scottish. We'll see. And then is he from Sierra Leone because he's got some other similar type of stuff? Yeah. Probably not, let's be honest. But anyway. Naples. John Naples from Wales. Okay. Henry Brennan from England. Alright, now I don't want to just plug something random in, because that's just stupid. You have to have a good reason for it, at least. He's got a knife. Is that supposed to indicate that he's a topman? And still put 3. Still don't know how to figure out. Alright, let's hang on. Let's go back to the ship. Hey, Red Duck. Working on it. Alright, let's go back into the hold. Back to the sickness part. Nope. There.
Saya tutup. Betul.
What the hell's going on here? Right, and these don't have tags. This is 36. 36 is in here. They're not going to just give it to me, because, quite frankly, I don't blame them. That's on my goal. Okay. Earlier we saw that his sword is over there. Right. Which one? 38, 39, 40. And inexplicably 59. Huang Li, Zhejiang, Li Hong. The 3 guys that I don't know who they are right in the exact same place. Alright, and then 50... 59, George Shirley is there. Okay, here we go over to the other side. This guy. Leonid Volkov. This guy. Whom we do not know. And this guy is one of the seamen we do know. So we know that we don't really know anything about him. Apart from the fact that he was drowned by a beast. said give us a weapon. No, that wasn't him. It's grabbed overboard. Drowned by the beast. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this guy's probably going to be the other. No, this guy's probably going to be the other Russian. Okay. One of the other two Russians. Alexei. Just cause. Alright. Right. That's the other thing we can do. Is potentially look around and see if either 46 or 47 are in their bunk. Nicholas Butterill. Okay. All right. He has Timothy Budiment from Scotland has a lady tattoo on his arm. Yeah. So, I mean, I assume that that's supposed to be relevant. Okay, here we go. 56, 55. 55, 56, 57, 58. And they appear to all be in at the moment. So 55 through 58. Amadou Diom through to Patrick O'Hagan. So Alexander Booth, Amadou. We don't have any information on. They're in their bunk. That's that. Yeah, they've all got similar shoes, so that doesn't help. Again, we know who these are now. Okay, and we have their fates. They're all done. This guy, Thomas Sefton, the cook, butcher, Nathan Peters hopped on the boat toward the end, so that's why we don't have him. Samuel Peters' brother is crushed by cargo. This guy got spiked. It's his right arm that has a tattoo. Sorry, the other guy. Okay, so Whaley is back there. Yeah, it's kind of a pretty place. 36. Right, sometimes we can walk through stuff. And sometimes we can't. We already know who Omicol is. Alright. Stop your cheating, worry about yourself. Nothing there, really. Okay, one more time. Who's the guy with the tattoo? 37. Timothy Pickett. Scrapping. This is now. Let's run for Shoop. This is Zongisathi, the ship steward. Topman from Scotland. The cook. Oops. Alright. Roommate Stewart was crushed by a loose cannon. Unknown seaman blasted with a cannon. Christian Roof. Last weekend by terrible beast. Few. That's not what I want. want my advisorial input on it, I would say that it's probably not advisable, especially if you're still trying to like get your bearings on stuff. Kind of, you know, depends on how you think you'd actually do with that much material in that short of a time. And what's really going to matter is the amount of time you take to spend working on the stuff. There used to be two bodies there. Alright, we need the other one. Physics, linear algebra, calc. Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's pressed up against the cannon, which is pressed up against the wall. And the two of them get, like, basically vaporized. And or he just gets thrown out the window. He's trying to pull Wolf off, or the creature off of Wolf. Again. That's Brennan. This is that topman that we still don't know from the very, very, very end. He does not have a tattoo, nor does he have beefy arms. He's got beefy arms, but wrong sort of tattoos. And this guy. He does have beefy arms, but I can't see the tattoo. And I would think that they would want to perhaps include it. Yeah, so Blaine, I'd check and see, you know, how much it is that you're really overloading here, and is that going to do good things for you? People feel that literally was just here. Yeah, I mean, anything potentially could help, but the problem is that there's so many problems at this point with just student loans in general. So I think that this is going to be Maba then. Whaley, drowned by the beast. Taken overboard. If you mean GED, like the equivalency for high school diploma, yeah, I mean, pretty much whatever your local high school requirements are, GED is going to have to take it. So there's like 4 different years worth of various classes. And it all depends on what you had to take. Student loans can't be included in bankruptcy declaration, so yeah. Alright guys, here goes the terrible one. Oh, it's the other side, isn't it? Nope, here it is. Sorry, Red Dog. Are the other two. So Nathan Peters, Lars Linda. Are the other two that lived in those bunks. Interesting that it's Lars and Nathan because, like, they work together, they're so close, but at the same time, like, he killed the other one. Alright. Lewis Walker. That's Whaley. That's the guy from up top. So that says 41. Whaley 41. Yes. So who's this guy? Damn. Took down his hammock. You jerks. Okay. So who's next to 41 in number 2? Memory number 2. Next to 41, memory number 2. It all depends, also, Layman, because if you're talking like just like if you're just going to college because you feel like that's the next step in your life, that's probably not the way to go. One.
Sayed? Sayed Uto. Good deal.
Okay, 41. So this is 38 and 59. 30. 38, 59. 38 is Huang Li, which is not that guy. So 59 is George Shirley. So I am going to say that this is George Shirley. Hey. Alright. Blast it with a cannon. Patrick O'Hagan. Yep, okay. So I did have him backwards. And Maba. Which means any of the completed ones that I have in there are wrong. Yet again. Unknown soul, so that's okay. Unknown topman. Unknown seaman, Alexei Toporov, drowned by a terrible beast. So that is wrong, which this is sort of cheating, but whatever. Switch it to the other one. Alarkus Nikishin. Unknown seaman. Unknown topman. Unknown topman. Unknown topman. Nathan Peters, don't know what happened to him yet. Unknown seaman, alive on Azores, so we don't know what happened to them yet. All bargain stuff. Paul Moss, killed with a sword by Maba. Okay, so this is wrong. Shit. Well... Oh wait, this is Escape. Right, Maba's dead. Never mind. Can't be Maba. Who's this guy? Paul, look out. So that's Paul. Definitely. So it can't be Maba because Maba's dead. Leonard Volko. Wait, no, he was in something else. He disappeared earlier, I think. Shotgun E. Jackson in Emily. Escape Part 3. Yeah, okay. Yes, it is him. Right, deck map. He's in, not Doom, on the main deck. Here. Escape Part 2. Yep, and then dies in Escape Part 3. Okay. So this is Leonid Volkov, who gets shot on the freaking A. Okay. Which means that again, 45. What's I doing? Where was this going? Yeah, so George Shirley is getting shot by the beast. That was that guy in that one. And then in Escape Part 2, I was right. I was going through and checking to see if I had any completed stuff because it had to be wrong at this point. I should have gone through. Okay, anyway. Okay, that's Leonid Volkov, who stabs Paul. And then he's shot by Emily Jackson. Olis Vieta is shot with a gun by John Davies' fourth mate. Fourth mate is then clubbed by Henry Brennan. Lanka is knifed by Olis Vieta. Well, dies of his wound. Jackson, Jane Bird, Davy James, and Henry Evans then leave the ship. The other three, we have no idea exactly where they are, but Henry Evans is alive in Africa. Unknown topman. And the captain shoots himself. Cool. Alright. Nah, I mean, a lot of people are very intimidated by the mathematics in general, regardless of what their actual major is. No matter what kind of math they have to take. Okay. Computer science and computer engineering. So,
Same as the other fellow. Some disease, consumption.
computer science is more the programming aspect of it, and computer engineering is more the building and how it all works from the inside, that kind of thing. At least that's my understanding of it. If I'm completely wrong, please let me know. Okay, so third main. That's the room I was just in, literally. That's blocked. Ah. Blocked. What is going on? So, yeah. Ceiling locked. And the floor is locked too, so I can't go anywhere in here. This is a dead end at the moment. I mean, which one is better is really a very subjective thing. It's like, what are you planning on doing? Does anyone have the right arm exposed? It's the Frenchman. Go back to this one. Yeah. No. Nice. Yeah, the software never goes wrong. Lol. That's the ship's steward, right? He's gonna crawl back in there and end up getting shot by somebody accidentally. He's tossing the lantern. He's getting thrown. He's gonna stab him in just a second. This ends up being a really close call for that guy. That's the first mate. Bosun. Frenchman. Gunner's mate. Oh no, Gunner's mate. Gunner's mate. Carpenter's mate. Carpenter. Right, Nathan Peters. Walking back.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already on your neck.
Hey.
Okay, Nick is dead.
Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat! Ah!
Topman named Nicholas. Yes. Hey. Almost. Locus negation because I just lied my way through it and Pig's like, yeah, I can figure it out. Woo! Alright, let's go through again one more time, make sure we don't have anybody else. complete. Unknown soul. Unknown topman. Unknown seaman. Unknown seaman. Unknown topman. Unknown topman. Nathan Peters, don't know location. Don't know who he is, don't know location. Okay. Escape. Don't know location. Don't know location. Don't know name. That's it. Okay. Well, I mean, Blaine, it depends, right? So, it all depends on who you're looking, or what you're looking to do once you get out of school. So, if you're like, yeah, I totally want to, I totally want to do programming for the rest of my life, you could, in theory, train yourself to program. And you don't necessarily need to go to college for that. But having not gone to college, some places will be like, yeah, no, you need to have a college degree before you even give your application to us. And it's not that necessarily you lack in programming skill. You could be a really awesome programmer and not go to college. But then the problem is that they want to make sure that you have the formal structure in order to understand that this is how programming works at a fundamental level. It has less to do with the individual programming language. Do you know how to program in Python? Great. Cool. Do you know how to program in C++, C#? Cool. But what about the next 3 programming languages that are coming down? So if you're stuck in the old ways in another 30 years, is that really going to be useful for this company, or for any company for that matter? So they're going to want to see that you've taken some formal education in understanding how coding actually works on the back end. And this is why taking classes on OSs and all sorts of other stuff is often seen as helpful, because now you know how coding works on the back end. Right, so we already know that's George Shirley. We know that this is Abraham Akbar. We know that this is Peters. Yep. This is Lars Linda. Wait. Oh no, he gets clubbed in Doom. That's right. This is Brennan. This guy still. He's everywhere, and I still don't figure out his name. And again, some places won't even care. They just want proof of talent, basically. So if you did really awesome coding stuff and you've proven yourself to be flexible, they won't necessarily care about formal education. But usually those are smaller places, and smaller places tend to go out of business more often, which could still work. Depends on what you like, what you're willing to risk. There's all sorts of stuff. see, part one's this. What else is this guy? Unholy captives. Murder. Oops. Man. It's not what I want. Again, it all depends. Depends on what's needed, and it depends on what you're willing to get yourself invested in. He's got skinny arms. The guy with the tattoo had really beefy arms, I'm pretty sure. So, Whaley. What? Mama. Whaley again. Yeah, definitely. You don't want to go paycheck to paycheck, because otherwise at some point you're just gonna be like, oh, hate this job. Why am I here? Guess I need the money. If that's your attitude, it's just not gonna be fun. It's gonna be miserable. Guys from China never talk. Like, this would really help. Yeah, work burnout is, you know, there's so many people that I've been talking to just over the years that have just been like, nope, and I'm done. Or they decide they're going to go back to school and, you know, finish a degree or get a new one or all sorts of other stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 top men that we don't know who they are. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3? Yeah. Wait, hang on. Wait a second. Scotland, England. I guess unless this guy has the tattoo on his arm, and I just can't see it, he's got to be the guy from England. Alright, there we go. Slightly better. Maybe. Alright, so then we can go to the end and see whether or not that's his arm. So this is all of the stuff in the captain's quarters up on top.
Watch me break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Yeah. Yeah. First mate, William Hoskett. Rawr. First mate, Scotland. Cool. Alright, this is Brennan. Yeah. Alright. I'm convinced that that's correct, so we'll go with it. Just like the only guys left on the ship, so. Oh, I didn't check downstairs, but I think I've got everybody figured out. Maybe. I guess I should have checked the book first. Whatever, it's fine. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Escape. Right? Right, so he dies of his wounds here. He gets stabbed up on deck. He gets shot by her. That was not, no, that's not the end. That's different. Okay. Right, first mate is shot by the captain. Brennan is knifed by the captain. Lewis Walker, topman, is clubbed by Captain Witterell. So that's going to be... it's going to be my first thing that I know on the next set of 3. And then the captain shoots himself. Okay. So that's 1. Alright, everybody's known in this one, so this one's done. Third mate, we know who it is, but... 22 others present. Oh, good. Right, because they're all in bed. So This is probably another topman. I don't know. Where else is he? Murder Part 3? Cole Part 1. Presumably asleep. He perishes in Murder Part 3. Oh. Yep. Yep, that is him. You can see it on his arm there. Even from here, you can see it. Okay, so that guy is, at least I think, gonna be the Scotsman. Which means, how many topmen are there now? Is it just the three? It's the three guys from China. Okay. I'm gonna try to figure out if we can figure out which one's which. That might be the like looking at their pants or shoes or something like that, and figure out who's in the bunk versus where they are when they're up on the rigging. That would be unfortunate, but all right. Alright, so this guy, unknown seaman, so he can either be Russian or from Sierra Leone or England. I'm not sure we ever hear him talk. Maybe. Loose cargo. He's downstairs. It's the one with... Very small, like slipper type. Here, his are white, his were black. But it could also just be. Let's try to go off of that, though. Yeah. Yeah, parts of the game get a little graphic, but it's alright. Alright, so he got killed there, he got killed there. Now we want to go back down and see where the sick guy was. Oh, wait. No, not that far. Where the sick guy was, we want to then look at their shoes. This guy's here.
Say it or talk.
39. He's got like crazy socks. Zhichong has socks. if that's supposed to be giant feet or something. Alright, 30, 38. Eh. It's more slipper type, but bright white socks slash legs. Yeah, 41's got this like weird shape to it. There's 41. Whaley. Okay, well we already know who he is, so. And then this is 39. Yeah, right. Socks. 40. Doesn't seem to be anything special. Hong's 40. That's 59. That's no wait. I just screwed up. Cool. 39's got striped socks. 38 has white side. No, okay, okay. Leon 40. Have more of a heel. Yeah, these other ones don't seem to have a heel. Like this thing. You'll get through it eventually. Alright, let's figure that out for now. Certainly can be. Alright, so where are the guys from China? We've got a couple down low. Okay. Here. So the guy who got electrocuted. The guy who got speared. The guy who got choked, I think. Yeah. The guy who got choked. That's down from here. Oops. In the hold. Right side door is the one that I want here for the beast. That wasn't it. It's the one upstairs. You can even ask on Fridays. I'm okay with that. Alright. Yeah, nothing here. Cool. That's the two guys that are on the ground that got choked out. Here. There we go. Okay. This guy's got... Ah, Spriggy sucks. Poor guy. Strapey sucks. Zhejiang, 39. Ah. Murder in the end. Yeah, gets pretty rough. The calling. Sierra Leone, England. He's probably Alexander Booth. I mean, that's a pretty big assumption, but like... Okay, and then this guy... Where else is he? Guy's already figured out, right? James Wallace, Cook, ships, midshipman. All of them. Okay, back upstairs again. Yep.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？未来全部动出来，起名牌了。你们太太可变不过，想得不起啊！
Not white socks, just that's just his feet.
Shell? What shell?
I think this is Wang Li. Still don't know who he is. But Hamado Diom seems probably more reasonable than the Russian guy. Nope. Okay. Gonna go with that. See what happens. French. He's Lars. Abraham. Naples. Yep. Third mate. George Shirley. And Lexi Toporov. Toporov. Alright. Still don't know where he is, so that doesn't help. Doctor. Doctor's mate. We can go back over there. Alright, so when this guy gets spiked.
Keep course due east. You'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores?
Aye, sir. Check the load of them myself.
Norepinephrine. Okay, thank you. I play around with the volume every so often. Alright, so let's the home. There we go. Alright. Give me 1 minute here. Yes, I'm liking it quite a lot. Alright, so this should be the 3 men from China. Yep. Hamadu, okay. There's something else that's not right. Don't know where they are, so can't do anything about that. Okay, Alexander Booth was drowned by a terrible beast. He is not correct. Alright, let's trade around. This will be Alexei Toporov. And let's see what happens. Okay. And he'll be Alexander Booth. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's happening, but Jesus, like, I have put the game volume almost all the way down, and I swear it just keeps creeping up. I don't know what's going on here. I have put my own personal volume up 5 decibels. Okay, right? Yeah. I put my own volume up a little bit here, 5 decibels, and I swear it seems to have not done all that much. And I do have to be, like, you know, somewhat quiet because I've got sleeping kids in the next room. But, alright, anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna figure out. We already know he can't do anything with him yet, or them, or him, or him. Okay, so Alexei Toporov, gotta figure out. I mean, I guess, right? That's pretty much it. And we know that they tossed him in with the angry creatures. So then I feel like I'm done now, except for okay, the calling. I don't know what happened in the calling. Or escape. Or the doom. Okay, interesting. So that's a lot. Alright. Escape, calling, the doom. So let's just go to the calling. Okay, so this was our guess. It's going to be actually he's the Russian guy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Otherwise, why is he going to yell out in Russian? I guess. And then the doom. I think it's just the person that got, yeah. So again, we don't know where they went. It's not the women either. They're leaving, but like, I don't think it ever said where they're going. Escape. Who else do we not figure out? It was the ladies, right? Yeah. The 2 ladies and the 4th mate steward are all gone, and I'm guessing that this has something to do with the stuff that happens in the bargain. So in that case, I'm not going to figure it out. Unless there's just something I'm missing. Again, the Doom, the only ones I haven't figured out are the ones at the end. So they all want to leave. That happened in part 1. Screaming. We're no use, burn it quick. Demon out of the way. Beach quarters enemy aboard. It's already done for Nick. Hit catch. Heave run. There's a bloody devil over there. Okay. Mainsail hold up. Secure bases. Lower the topsail. Work fast. Wind is alive. Okay. So we're out here. It's like the middle of nowhere. Main deck. Here. Right? No, that's the one that came on the ship. Okay. No, that's the other guy. This is the one, I think. Doom Part 1, yep.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody day. How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Before I forget, you killed my brother.
Yeah, he's English.
That was an
Right.
accident.
It wasn't his fault.
So Alexander Booth.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
Don't.
Duncan McKay. Purser. Alexander Booth. And Nathan Peters. Right, so whatever happened to any of them happened to all three. Oh, Ray Dog. I'm sorry, bud. We're gonna have to go back. And do the pooping one. I don't think I can make it back up to the top of the ship, in which case it's a waste, but... alright. No, I can't make it up. So what happened to the ship? Alright, so fourth mate steward Davy James sees this happening, or finds the aftermath, along with John Davies, his captain, or his captain's mate. They find Linda dead. They're gone. They're lost at sea. Or something, I don't know. Either way, they're not here. Alive, somewhere in the ocean. Canary Islands. No. Some Atlantic island, middle of nowhere. Like I said, this is totally cheating, but whatever, it's fine. Nope. Okay. Ah, fate unknown. No, wait, that doesn't. That doesn't win. All right. Could have frozen. Live axe burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed. Drowned. I mean, like, right? They could be just about anything. Alright, so they left the ship. We have no idea where they went. Duncan McKay is from Scotland. The other two are from England. Alright. Well, that's not gonna work, huh? Give me the option. Okay. Maybe I need to ask this guy a question. So maybe this guy was on it. One of the only things I haven't done.
All done? We should go.
I mean, not quite.
Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back. There's still business here. Climb up and finish it. Else I'll make to port.
Fine. All right. I know. Hang on. Okay. It's the port side of the ship, so should be headed to the Azores, actually. Woo! Hands anymore. Place mark. Fuse, boom. Here, start loose cannon. She's healing over. Find your footing. Remain big, quick. Hold on. Throw the powder. Rip. Martin, where's the captain? If you lost your mind, get back inside one last place. Let that come here. Crunch. So Peters, Booth, and McKay hop on the boat and go. Which, again, I'm just gonna turn it back. Because, like, I don't know. Clearly it's wrong, but captain cannot be trusted. Take the ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Huh? Who's there? Mutiny. Sail east. So if they do sail east, it's going to put them in Madeira or Spain or Africa from here. Sure, why not? Alright, cool. Alright. Probably. Also alive in Africa. So that's one. And this would be like 2 and 3. Alright, so at this point, the only thing that we've got is where are those guys headed? Cape Verde way down here, so that's probably not going to be the case. Canary Islands are pretty close. So that's always a possibility for anybody who disappears right around here. But yeah, not the case. Unholy captives. Let's see. Everybody's accounted for. Cool. And we go out in the middle of the ocean for Doom. And then 7. Soldiers at sea. Wait a sec. They're in part 1, and then McKay. There we go. So if McKay's in part 7, who knows what just happened? Man. Alright. There's the boat. Pieces of the boat, bodies. It's on the other side anyway. Oh. Yeah, there's the boat. Man. Drowned by beast. Yeah. I got the other 2 once you let me back in. Thank you, thank you. Now we can get on to the final chapter. By Terrible Beast. Drowned by Terrible Beast. Hey. Alright. Now let's get on to the final chapter. All right. Insurance adjusted.
We should go. Storm's nearly about, so we won't be coming back.
Yeah, got it now. Oh, I see. Interesting.
Finally. Sit down so you don't fall out.
The Honorable East India Company. Insurance assessment for the good ship Obra Dinn, victim of calamitous events at sea, prepared by the Company Office of Investigation. Ship damaged in squall, Atlantic, sunken storm, Falmouth, payout claimed £20,000. Cargo Company, all cargo lost, payout claimed £5,000. Cargo Crown, all cargo lost, payout claimed for restitution £3,000. Captain Robert Witterell, fate, suicide gun, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 4, estate forfeited to the Crown. William Huscott, first mate, fate, shot, gun, R. Witterell, criminal findings, attempted mutiny, estate fined £25. Ouch. Edward Nichols, second mate, fate, shot, gun, C10, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 2, attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, estimated fine £100. Man. Martin Perrault, third mate, fate unknown, findings of merit, extraordinary valor, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded, outstanding wages, and award £90. Claim for £90. Okay, so the amount that we have paid out here. John Davies, fourth mate, fate clubbed H. Brennan, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 1, estate fine £15. Alfred Castile, bosun, torn apart, beast, findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded, outstanding wages, and reward £70. Charles Minor, bosun's mate, drowned, beast, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 1, estate unknown, expense claimed £15. Murder of crewmate. How did I miss that? When did the French guy murder? Oh. Right, he accidentally shot the... That was an accident. Henry Evans, surgeon. Fate, alive in Africa. Findings of demerit. Abandonment of crew and vessel. Estate awarded, outstanding wages of £50. James Wallace, surgeon's mate, strangled by the beast, findings of merit, extraordinary valor, estate awarded, outstanding wages and reward, £50. Winston Smith, carpenter, Claude, extraordinary valor, estate awarded, outstanding, £60. Gibbs, carpenter's mate, estate unknown, outstanding wages, donated to pension fund, £30. Thomas Sefton, cook, struck, tail, estate awarded, outstanding. He was an idiot. Estate awarded, £40. Emil O'Farrell, butcher, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded, outstanding wages, and reward, £40. Right, he was the one that was pinned to the wall. Christian Wolf, shot, cannon, beast, findings of merit, exceptional performance of duties, estate awarded, outstanding wages, £70. Otis Vieta, criminal findings, murder of crewmate 1, attempted mutiny, estate fine, £50. Duncan McKay, purser. This may be a while. Abandonment, £50. Oh, estate still awarded, despite... Okay. Helmsman, drowned by the beast, £30. Spratt, artist, crushed by the beast, estate awarded, £50. Huh. Abigail Hoscott Witterell, passenger, crushed by the rigging, no claim made. Nunzio Pasqua, no claim made. Emily Jackson, murder of crewmate 1. Hey, look, he was attacking her. Estate fine, £35. Come on. Miss Jane Bird, abandonment of crew and vessel, estate fine, £10. Bunlan Lim, strangled by beast, no claim made. Come on. Ipeng Xia, murder of crewmate 1. Expense claimed, £25. So Bang, like, activated the thing and killed all of the mer people. So, like, he saved a bunch of people. He did murder one of the crewmates, but at the same time, like, expense claimed 25 pounds, though. Expense. I'm missing the point, maybe. Shut down, murder of crewmate, yes, but he was a jackass. Expense claimed 25 pounds. Hook Sang now. He was wrongfully accused. And Brennan did not do anything wrong according to his duties. For the information he was given, Brennan did everything right. Zungisati, shot by minor, yeah. State awarded outstanding wages. Philip Dahl, unknown. Murder of crewmate. Failure to perform duties. Paul Moss, killed. Exceptional performance. Samuel Gilligan. Oh, yeah, exceptional performance of duties. He was fighting to let the women get away, who were then charged with abandonment of crew. So, like, isn't he then guilty of assisting in the abandonment? Like, I don't know where this insurance adjustment is coming from or going to. Like, this is ridiculous in terms of... like, it's not logically consistent. Alright, second mate Stewart, yeah, he was a jackass as well. Attempted mutiny, theft of cargo, estate fined. Roderick Anderson, crushed. Alive in Africa, abandonment of crew and vessel. Midshipman, state awarded. McGull, exceptional performance. Exceptional valor, exceptional performance. Charles Herstick. Thomas Lenka, state awarded. Brutiment, extraordinary valor. He was trying to stop. He was trying to stop the women from leaving? I don't remember. No, it was the other one. Exceptional performance of duties. Extraordinary valor. Attempted mutiny, Li Hong. Yeah, he got it in the chest. Like Volkov, murder of crewmate 1, but he doesn't get attempted mutiny. Like theft of cargo, they marked that. So they were trying to take that cargo and I don't even know what they were planning on doing. They were gonna row for 3 days apparently. Samuel Peters, George Shirley both had wages. Hagen was fined. Total claim, £29,289. On behalf of Honorable East India Company, I hereby certify all statements as accurate and declare this matter closed in its entirety. HEIC Chief Inspector AG. What's her name? Pocket watch remains in your possession. Book returns to its original owner, Henry Evans of Morocco, as requested. One year later.
Can you believe it? A package at this hour? Oh, the thing smells just dreadful. Better you don't open it inside.
Oh, good.
I'll be turning in now. Tea's in the kitchen if you need.
She is going to need more. Alright, nothing else to get. Chief Inspector, I write you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed. He succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning this book to you, along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we do wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Chamber. Are there dead things in there? What is that? Oh. It's a monkey's paw. Oh no. I've read the short story. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. Bargain. I know, right? Do not write back. Like 8:30.
To that door. Gone? There's no time. We need to go. Right.
Jeez. Now that was just uncalled for. Why did they shoot the monkey? Guess he might have some sort of... there's Doll. Uh-huh. Is his arm shriveled? But no. hate it when it does that. Hasn't happened in 3 weeks or whatever. Yeah, it's the chest. So they put it in the lazarette. A friendly but not entirely pleasant monkey companion was sacrificed in the pursuit of knowledge. Collect your things. Where's the key to that door gone? Damn, there's no time. We need to go. Right, in you go. What are you up to? Nothing good. Bang. They the bargain. Right, so they killed the monkey in order to do some sort of sacrificial magic, seems like. Alright, so that is Moss and Evans. Cool. Who's that? Oh, that's third mate.
A third shell. The captain didn't toss them all. Leave it. Help me lift it. Stop! Why? Well, set you free. Give it the shell. Here. Do it. Hoist it out. To the main deck. Throw it over. Lock the door when you leave. Get the tail, boy. In return, the ship. The Obra. See it home.
So the main character here is a woman who is the chief inspector for East India Company, and so she's holding the compass, and the compass itself is actually shaking when you find the corpse in question. So that's number 3, is it? Yeah, third mate. Dying right here. Oh, come on. Really? Interesting. Fourth mate, steward. Who's that? Paul. An unknown fate, he was spiked. Two others were present, right? Davy, Martin, Paul Moss. Okay, there's somebody else here. Another beast? No, stabbed it. Captain. hat. Looked like it was chained up on the floor. That's a little weird. I don't think that's what's happening, but...
Call it off, damn you! This is your Kraken! You brought it here! Send it
Now it's in
back!
reverse order. Keep having to work our way back. That's just his hat. It's just falling on the ground. Our way back. Alright, so Philip doll.
What's this? Quicksilver.
Burned. No, come on. It looks like mercury, and instead it's acid. Or something. Hey. Achievement unlocked. Obra done. Now, allegedly, this should mean that nothing else to do, right? 2 hidden achievements remaining. Oh no. Does this mean I need to speedrun it? There are 2 books there. Should I be suspicious of what the other one hits? Woo! Alright, we are going to let the credits run because, awesome job. Taiwanese. I don't suppose I'm going to recognize any of these names, but... Alrighty. So, I'm going to find out what those other two achievements are. At least, like, what basic category they fall under. Because again, speedrun, maybe I'll do it off stream, but... yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Steam ratings gave it a 10 out of 10. For GOG.com gave it a 4.7 out of 5. And IGN gave it a 9.2 out of 10. So. Okay, so stuff in the way. Release was October of 2019. It's interesting. Okay. Yep. Interesting. Okay. You have to do a partial playthrough in order to get the other two. So, yeah, I really like the fact that you can change what this looks like. Oh, rewind. Ooh. Let's copy number 1 to number 2 and rewind number 2. Oh, I see. Well, it's not going to matter anyway. Fleet number 2. Okay. So... yeah, anyway, there's something I was gonna... Well. So if we rewind this to the ship, and then go to the escape menu. I did this right at the beginning, but you change the monitor. So you can go with an LCD monitor, which is very harsh. I don't like it. Macintosh, just too green, I think. IBM 5151, also very green. Zenith, ZVM 1240. Contrast is a little much, but I think I could probably get used to it. Commodore 1084. Again, I think the contrast is a little off, but it's not too bad. But all in all, for whatever reason, I like this one better. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, that's we are gonna find somebody to raid out to. Thank you everybody for coming. Let's go see Emulated Penguin. Yes, he is doing Elite Dangerous, and there's some really interesting stuff going on there. I want to see if there's any updates to what we're doing. See if anybody figured out the mystery. There's more than one, but see if I can do anything on my next steps. So we'll probably do that next time, and we'll be doing math on Wednesday. So no, we'll be doing math on. We're done with karate now. Huh. Okay, I think for now we're gonna stick on math on Tuesday, and we'll just see how it goes from there. So, have a good night, everybody. This is Obi-Wan Pezver and Simplex Pachinko. See you on see you on Tuesday night for math, and next Friday for more games. So, have a good night.